Just live streaming. So thank you everyone. Welcome everyone to this workshop. There was some technical issue in live streaming. Thank you everyone who are looking to us in LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. A lot of familiar faces. I know some of you are getting impatient on LinkedIn, and I was receiving a lot of comments that I'm not able to search, find you. So thank you everyone. Thank you for the patience. And yes, for the people who are on Zoom, yes, you are on, everyone is on mute. There are some ground rules. This session is getting live streamed. So you are on mute. In the end, if you have any questions, you can raise your hands. We'll have a Q&A section where you can share your questions and thoughts. How we are defining this, for 2 minutes, I just want to talk about the ground rules for the people who are there. So we are mainly, this is a live streaming session. We are live streaming on LinkedIn. We have hundreds of people joining us on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. So thank you, everyone. Also, we are running this on Zoom. This is only for our premium community members and few guests that I have given this link who have registered through Luma and just to get a feel of our AI Guild community. So this workshop and this talk that I am doing is a part of our AI Guild and AI Residency workshop. And I'm just giving an access to everyone to have a chat with me. This is the end of the year. Between two cohorts, I generally do free live sessions for people to get an idea about what we are and what we do. So first of all, thank you everyone for being a part of this. If you really want value from this session, everyone, please stay back till the end. And we will be having a lot of value, especially about AI agents. This is a very confusing topic that people have right now. And in the morning session, we talked a lot about this. And in the second section also, we want to take it further. So before I deep dive into this few ground rules, one is the mics are muted on Zoom. Please keep the comments going on. LinkedIn, I can see a lot of people, Vidhi, Maheshwari, Alex, Harshita, Ravi, Mesos. Thank you everyone for tuning us live. Varun and Fatiha here as well on Zoom. Thank you for participating in this session. Please, there are a few people here, so I will be looking at your comments and I'll be trying to answer your questions. If you have any thoughts that is there, you can put it on your comments and I will try to answer it as I go towards it. So now coming to today's topic, let me switch on off the timer. We are going to have two Slido breaks as well. So you have to put your questions on the Slido. So let me guys give you the Slido link. This is something that we have been doing in the community for the last approximately 2 months. And I'm getting a lot of good feedbacks because I get a lot of questions from the community members regarding jobs, regarding how to learn AI, how to get business, how to get value out of this, especially in the UAE region. So I only request them, please ask your questions so that your questions can not only help you, but it can also help others as well. So please put your questions on the Slido and I'll be taking the questions. If you don't have any specific questions, also you can please upvote some of the questions that are there. So this is the community weekly Q&A section that I have. There are already few questions here. I'm going to answer these questions in the Q&A break that is there. So I'm sharing you this link here on the chat and you can put your questions. Keep it related to the topic today. That will be helpful. And some of your questions may help the other community members as well who are struggling right now to get clarity in the space of AI and data science that is there. So let me quickly share my screen and let us deep dive into the topic that is there. So right now, of all of you know that we are running, we have just in the morning today, we announced that we are doing a challenge. So we are doing a challenge that is there. So let me just quickly tie this down to the challenge that we are doing. So in the morning, if you guys remember, we discussed about these things. We discussed about this particular. If you guys are right now learning about AI, understanding what to do in AI, the first question is how can you make a roadmap? So we discussed this. You can. I will link I will be uploading the recording in our AI Guild community. So I will share you where I'm going to put the recording. You can look at the whole recording. It was a 1.5 hour session where we talked about all these 7 components. I don't want to spend more time on that. But these are the 7 things that will help you move from becoming an AI curious person to a actually AI builder. And there was a lot of debate. Like there are leaders in this call as well. Should I learn Python? Should I not learn Python? You need to be comfortable in at least understanding Python. This is the basic minimum. Even leaders who come with 20 plus years of experience to learn from me, I push them to learn Python. They say, Mohammed, I'm a manager, I'm a CIO position. I don't want to do coding. I'll never do coding, but still I push them to do coding. If you really want to learn from me, if you want to value from me, you need to do coding. So that is the first thing that we do. Now we want to move in into our community platform, this AI guild that is there, and especially in when you are learning. Today we are going to speak about learning component. So let me just zoom into the learning component. Let me just minus this learning component. So now in 2026, what I'm going to do, I have lot of slides, I have hundreds of recordings, but from the year 2026, one message, and I was getting some feedbacks on the LinkedIn and the YouTube in the morning that you're not able to see my screen. So today I have made my mind map bigger. Just put one if you guys can see my mind map clearly on LinkedIn. Just put one in the comment section. Because right now I'm zooming in. So if you want to learn, like many of you are here for learning, what I have done is these are the 4 things that you need to do if you are. This is what we're trying to do in our AI Guild community: learning, execution, accountability, and this whole community platform. Inside learning, if you see, we have multiple things that are very, very important. Today, I'm going to talk about AI agents, but Python is very important. I talked about this in details. Prompt engineering is very important. LLM foundation is important. RAG is important. Today, I'm going to focus in this session about AI agents. So just this is something that we want to do. If you really want to take value out of AI, generative AI especially, you need to know at least minimum these 5 things properly to take it further. We have discussed about prompt engineering in multiple workshops, LLM foundations, RAG. Today, I'm focusing a little bit about AI agents. Now, coming to AI agents, this is the buzzword in the industry, right? Just put one if all of you here nowadays are always hearing AI agents. Everyone, if you go to any conference, GITEX, AI show, Global AI show, everyone is just talking about AI agents, right? So what I wanted to do in AI agents, I want to talk about, these are the things that we are going to talk about in AI agents. Today's session, there is an outcome, what AI agents are, agent component. These are something that we have discussed in couple of workshops. Now, someone of you is asking, where have you discussed these topics? Where have I discussed this topic? We have been running this community for almost 2.5 years to 3 years. Every week we do workshops. So if you are new to the community and you have not seen the previous recordings, my only request is be patient. We will focus on today's learning. If you are new to the community, I will share you one link. Uh, that is there, and you can just save this link. So just give me 2 minutes, guys, because a lot of people are asking little bit background, right, about the where is to see the recording. This session, just try to get learnings from this session. Today what I'm speaking, the previous recordings and everything I will share you later when I do the Q&A and I have talked about this. Please today focus on today's topic and today's value that we are going to give, and then we will take your questions. Everything is there. Don't worry about the recordings, the content, everything is there. Please focus on today's session. Today's session is more about AI agents. In AI agents, can any one of you define in the chat, when I talk about AI agents, in one word, one sentence, what is an AI agent? If I want to ask you in just a one sentence, what is an AI agent? Thank you, Ahmed, for confirming. LLM with tools. That is one good definition. Ahmed, anyone else wants to give this simple definition, non-technical, business, layman term definition? What is an AI agent? Ahmed has given one sentence. Anyone has any other better sentence to give me a definition of what is an agent? AI that can work. Okay, that is also something nice. So these are some of the definitions that are there. We are going to talk. We have talked about this, but just think about LLM with the power of an eyes and hands. This is the most simple way I tell people. You give LLM eyes to look at documents, proprietary information, RAG type of systems that you put, and inbuilt it with tools like search, access to databases, your CRM or whatever it is, that they can give you live answers for your specific query. So these two things that are there give the LLM the hands and the eyes. And we have talked a lot about this. Components, we have talked about it. Today we are going to talk about the types of agents, right? In the types of agent also, like, people are so confused regarding the type of agents. I'm telling you, a lot of people have hundreds of definitions of agents. So there are mainly two types of things that I want to focus upon, right? One is the types. Agents are not something new, right? AI agents, you guys are hearing it right now. I have been hearing about this for a long time. It is just that it's a new technology and terminology of how you can use AI to do things. Thank you. Basil has written a very good thing on the comment: systems that can generate tasks. So, guys, uh, now this is maybe as of 2025, 27th December, today's session. This is the broad definition that I have. It can change in the coming months also, the types. They can have more different types, but this is my research and my learning. If you guys have anything else to add, please add it on the chat so I can keep evolving this particular list according to that. So from my knowledge and my research, these are, so there are two. First, I will define the types of agent from the architecture and the business landscape that every one of you should understand, and then the technical aspect that is there. Technical is for the developers. So right now this session is more overall. So I'm going to talk more about the architecture and the business type. So 6 types are there right now. So for the first one is reflex, and I have a slide which I'm going to walk through all of you to talk about these 6 types of agents: reflex, model based, goal based, utility based, learning agents, hierarchical agents. As of 2025, 27th December, anyone in the chat or who are listening to us on LinkedIn, YouTube, hundreds of you who are listening, some of you may be more knowledgeable than me myself. Can you add to this list if there is something that I'm missing out? So I'll just wait for 1 minute to for the community to maybe, if I'm missing out any type of agent. This is more of from the architecture and business landscape. Some of you are saying multiple agent. So multiple agent is not a type of agent when I talk about from the architecture and business landscape. That will come into the technical. Don't worry about multiple agent is what? It's just two agents, three agents working parallelly. That hierarchical agents take that into the perspective. So, so any other thing that I'm missing from the point of view to of architecture and business that you guys have heard about that I am not mentioning here, so that yes, as I told you, multi-level agents is a technical type of agents that is depending upon the use case. It is not a architecture. That a multi-level agent can also be a goal-based agent. It can also be an hierarchical agent depending upon the how you are building it. Okay, cool. So for now, we will fix to this 6. Every one of you, all of you are convinced that there is nothing more than these 6 as of now. From the business architecture point of view, we will discuss more of this in details that is there, right? And then now coming to the technical. When I say technical, these are the people who are building the demos and the developers out there, right? The developers out there, you are now doing single step, multi-step, tool using agents, human in the loop agents. These are basically different techniques of answering these type of architectures that I told you on the top. These are four are right now. These are the technical aspects. When I say technical aspects, the way you are designing these architectures. So there is single step. You're using one agent that is doing everything. Multi-step agent. There are three agents that are parallelly doing things using the help of crew AI and everything. And then there is a human in the loop type of agent, which is going to get into the things that are there. Now, what we are going to do is today's session. Just put one if everyone is clear regarding this whole landscape of AI agents that is there, when to use agent, when not to use agent. These are some things that we are going to discuss maybe in the future master classes. But for now, we are going to focus on this. Just put a one if everyone is clear regarding this part. Thank you, Basil. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you. Fatiha for this. Now let me open our slide, right? So I am getting a lot of questions regarding the recordings. So just before as I focused, please focus on today's session. Uh, I have put the Slido link on the chat. LinkedIn guys, please put your questions on the comments with a question mark and add your name in the Slido link so I will take your questions. Now let me talk about different types of agents and then take it further. So let me share my screen everyone, and let me amazing, amazing. So I can see a lot of familiar faces on LinkedIn. Thank you everyone. Being a holiday season, seeing how so many people interested in learning AI is really amazing. Cool. So let me quickly share my screen and cool. So now, in the mind map, you got to understand today where we are focusing on. So keep everything aside right now. Let us focus on today's topic about types of agent, right? So just think about this analogy about your AI workforce. So, have you ever wished you could clone yourself, or perhaps you have dreamed of a team that gets things done 24 by 7 without ever needing a coffee break? And that workforce is already here, and they are called AI agents. And I want you to imagine an employee who handles these routine questions, instantly plans these complex strategies that are there. It optimizes budgets to the penny and learns from its own mistakes to improve every day. And that is a good thing about agents, right? It improves, it learns from its previous days, and it improves. And this is the real promise and the benefits of agentic AI system. We are slowly moving away beyond these simple tools and entering a world of true AI teammates. And I call it the AI co-pilot and the AI augmentation that is there. And to understand this new workforce, we are going to climb this AI ladder. The six AI uh, types that I told you, we are going to go step by step, starting from the simple agent that was the reflex agent at the ground floor, and working our way to the system that manages the team of other AIs, that is the hierarchical agent that is there. So this is what we are going to do. Now these are the six type of agents we are going to slowly move to. First is the automatic responder, then the planner, the value maximizer. So two types of agents come into this section, then the constant learners, and then the agent organizer. So we are going to move through these six type of agents uh, in these slides. Value maximizer has two types of agent we will talk about. The first one that is there, very simple, the simple reflex agent that all of us saw in the mind map, right? So what is that? It is, as the name suggests, think of these as reliable, if not exactly flashy, workhorses of the agent world. What does a simplest reflex agent do? It works on the pure reflex, as the word suggests. It means it is logic. Its logic is very basic. If this happens, then do that instruction. It sees a situation and acts based on the rule book we provide. It has a zero memory of the past. It lives entirely on right now. You have likely interacted with these already in your banks. These are the chatbots that answer simple website queries, the system logging your holiday days, or tools that book your meetings. Their job is to take these repetitive, boring tasks off your plate so you can focus on the most important work that is there. This is what a reflex does. As I told you, very simple. If then that, these are more deterministic situations, and this is like the AI agent 1.0 era that is there. There are LLMs that are powering understanding the questions what people are asking and giving the answer, but it is mostly not connected to any memory, not connected to any major tool. Very simple FAQ type of things that is there. But this is the first and the most important agent that everyone of you to should start with, right? You have to go step by step, and this one is the first type of agent that is there. And as I told you, this is everywhere you go, even in our community platforms, in our website, in our academy, we have this type of simple reflex agent. Very simple, very easy to integrate, not much of hardware and monetary cost that is there. All these bookings, travel, and meetings, it is there. Now, coming to the value of this, right? Even this simple type of application that I told you, some of you may say, it is but not that helpful. But yes, there in the, especially in the UAE where I'm doing a lot of consulting, these type of, I always start with these type of simple agents because they handle repetitive tasks so well. The return on the investment for these simple agents can be staggering. For example, a financial services, I will not name any company because we are live streaming right now. This company uh, came to us and they were like, Mohammed, we have so many calls that are there. We don't, this very expensive hiring in the region. We have to do them the training, and we are missing a lot of leads in the off time, right? Because there's so many holidays that are there. And so what we did with this particular company is, this service financial service company, we built a simple voice AI just to handle calls they previously ignored in the holidays or in the after work hours. And because one thing that in the UAE is a global hub, right? People are we have a 9 to 4 job, most of us. But the lot of people who are abroad, they want to have queries and they have questions, but when they come to the website or when they call, the employees are not working. So this is the real use case, right? UAE, most of you are joining the call on LinkedIn and other platforms are in UAE. UAE is not just UAE market, it is a global market, and that is a good thing about Dubai. Sorry, when I say Dubai, Abu Dhabi, UAE as such. So you need to create systems that also work in non business hours of your place. So that is what we discussed. We built a very good system. There was an investment, but this voice AI handled calls outside the work hours. And because of this, in the first month only, they were able to generate a lot of profits. And this is something that because they were able to get more leads, able to convert them, track them. And this is the power of just automating the basic. However, they do have limits. When you get this instant responses, while you get this instant responses and lower cost, they cannot handle these type of complex problems that are there. They offer no personalization or empathy. Doing this is not, it is technically not that tough, but it requires some monetary cost associated with the architecture and everything that is there. And they are only as good as the specific rule book you write for them. And this is something that is there. So this was some of the approximate earnings, estimated earnings, because of this simple project that was there. Now, there are some pros in this, there are some cons. I always tell people, if your first project should be something like this. The pros are instant response, it reduces the operation cost, it is easily scalable. Once company sees this, then they can invest more in other type of agents. There are especially cons, as I told you, but you have to start somewhere, right? You cannot end for the very complex AI agents without investments and the buy-in of the customer. I mean, just put a one if everyone is clear with the first one, the reflex agent, the simple reflex agent that was there. So I'll move to this is the simple reflex agent. Uh, yes, thank you for confirming, everyone. Thank you, Sunil. Thank you, Asma, for your amazing feedbacks and questions. And now let us move to the next one. The planners. The planners is, there are two types of things that are there in the planner. As I was telling you, they are the model based and goal based. So just give me 1 second, everyone. So I am getting some questions on the LinkedIn and YouTube as well regarding the recordings and the slides. One request, please focus on the learning from today's session. I am live streaming this session. This is a part of our AI Guild community and AI residency. I'm repeating, these are paid workshops. You are looking at it because we are just live streaming it at the end of the year as a gift to the community. So please take screenshots, take notes, and only use it for educational purposes. If you really want the recording, you can join the WhatsApp group, Asma, Sunil, and everyone, and then you can get in touch with the team and we will share with you all the details. Focus on the learning today. Now coming to the planner. So just put one if everyone is clear. Everyone is okay to focus on the learning and just don't worry about other things right now. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Cool. So now we have to climb to the next rung, right? What is the rung? the level of the ladder. Now we are going to the next ladder. Once we understood simple reflex agent, now we talk about the model based and the goal based agent. So what is this, right? This is more like a planning. Here, planning comes to the picture. This is when we think ahead. In that previous one, I ask about a question, I get an answer. But here, this is more about planning. That's the reason why this is called the planner. There is a huge benefit of this model-based agents because it maintains an internal model of its world, like a mental map or simulation to predict the outcome of certain actions. It is it's the difference between blindly following a recipe and actually understanding how the ingredients works together is the key here. And when we add another layer, we get a goal based agent. What is a goal based agent? Just think about when we do workshops, if you remember, we talk about goals in crew AI. What is a goal? Just take an example, a classic example of a chess playing AI. What is the goal of a chess playing AI? Anyone can put in the chat. What is the goal of a chess playing AI? If you design a system, what is the goal of the chess playing AI? Thank you, Ahmed, for confirming. It is winning the game, right? It is not predicting what is the next best move. What is the goal of a chess based AI is not predicting that I need to move the pawn or I need to move the queen. It is to win the final game. Everyone clear? So that is the goal of the in goal based agent. Very simple to win the game, and it uses its internal model to plan long complex sequence of moves that are there. And what is a model based agents? Model based agents, it asks what could happen. What could happen? So model based agents is asking what could happen. A goal based agent is more advanced. What is the best path to get to my goal? So this is something that is there in this. So now, if I go here, model based agent, I told you, maintains an internal uh, model world, allowing it to simulate. This is what it does. And the goal based agent, it improves on the model based agents by using the world model to plan that a chess game that is there. The difference between both of them are very minute. Model is based, it asks what could happen if I do this, so it's very step by step. Goal is a bigger thing. Goal is a bigger thing where it is a bigger type of agent, and nowadays most of us are using goal based agent, and we are progressing more. Some use cases there is only model based use, but most of the use cases use goal based agents. What is the best path to my goal? Because it depends upon the design. But still model based are there in some use cases. We will maybe discuss when we do to the next chapter. So now let us take a Q&A break, 5 minutes Q&A break, and we will go further. That is there. So can you guys put your questions on the chat? I'll take a 6 minute question break because I'm getting lot of pings on the chat. So now someone is asking where can I ask my questions. So put your questions on the comment of LinkedIn and in the chat as well, in Zoom chat. Let me also share the Slido. Slido is a better for me also because not only you guys get benefit, later on others also will get benefit from the Slido link. So I personally prefer you to put, but I'm flexible as there are less people. I can do both. So I am getting a lot of question regarding the recordings and where to get the previous recordings and the slides. So just give me 1 minute. Let me put the link on the Slido or in the LinkedIn profile as well. And then we will be going to the next question. What is the timer showing? Why is the timer showing 9 minutes? Just give me 1 second. Cool. So let me quickly, yeah. So I have shared the link. Eh, Okay. So now give me 1 minute. I'm just putting the link on LinkedIn as well. And then I will be. Amazing. So regarding recording, I told you AI guild, right? How many of you know what is an AI guild? Can you just put one on the Zoom chat. Everyone who's there on Zoom already know about it. On the live streaming, because a lot of people are asking in the live streaming about recording, just put one if you know about AI Guild and zero if you don't know about AI Guild. And for the people who are also there in the call, right? The people who are there in the call who are already AI Guild members, some of you are overwhelmed by the content that is there, right? Like I know people who are there in this platform who are there for some time, but they are overwhelmed by the things that are there in AI Guild. So what me and the team were doing in the last couple of days is I'm trying to streamline everything for you guys, right? So I will share you this link and everyone on the Zoom chat as well. So this is a platform that we have created for all of you here. Very simple platform, right? So Ogale, you really like this platform as well, because as you know, our community, there is so much content that is there. There is uh, for me also, right? Because every month there is something new coming in. We have 400 plus hours of recording. We have more than 40 plus products, and I we take so much effort in making these products, but there is not so much time. People don't spend so much time consuming those products. So I know every one of you are busy. That is not a problem. But what we have done is we have created this website. So people who are looking on the Zoom as well on your LinkedIn platform, this is a website. Just look at this website. You don't need to become an AI Guild member. I'm just sharing this link. This is a public available link available. So this is a simple roadmap. So Ogale and you guys who are there in the call, Fatiha as well. So this is the two tracks that are there, right? One is the technical track and one is the business track. So you first technical track, and if business track is very simple, if some of you may not even know that there are some business courses as well in AI Guild. So if you see, there is AI at work, AI for busy people, prompt engineering mastery. Then we have some generative AI for business, some outcome based workshops. Some are common between both. Some masterclass series. Masterclass is part of the AI residency, and then these are some LinkedIn and some meetup sessions. So these are the links of there. Suppose now, let us go to, because this is a technical section, we'll go to the technical part. If I click technical, you will see a lot of courses here. So these are levels. This is the foundation level, one level, second level, third level, and fourth level. So right now today's session that we are doing is at the fourth level, very advanced level that is there, right? So this is an AI agent mastery. AI agent mastery is a course. So now suppose you go to this course, you want to access this course, you just click access now. Now you will get to this course that is there, and then you can go and see the recording. So this is 33 plus recording. Before this, lot of people complained that there is so much content. If you come here, this is our current platform. You go digital files, there are so much content here, but people are a little bit overwhelmed where to go, how to go. So this website, is it helpful? Just put one in the chat, everyone, if this is helpful. So now this website will give you an idea. Some of you want to go to the business path, spend some time in because both go interchangeably, right? You cannot just be technical and not business guy. You cannot just be business, you can't be technical. So both, you need to spend some time and go through the 40 plus recordings that are there. So this is something that we have built. It's very simple website. We call it the AI roadmap or the AI Guild Navigator, and you can get a very good idea about this. So I hope Ahmed, Manmohan, Asma, Sunil, everyone who asked this question, this is valuable for you. I'm not telling you to buy anything. You can just follow this roadmap. If you want help, if you want recordings, then you need to go here and you need to go and get access to everything that is there. So this some one of the question that I wanted to ask. Now let me take one more question and then we will move to the next slide. Yeah. So regarding the challenge, right? Regarding the challenge, I will all the options are there. If you go to our community platform, you will be getting the challenge and you will be getting the access to the challenge and you will be able to get it there. Someone is asking me when is the next challenge. So the next challenge. So how many of you know what is a challenge? Just see in the chat if you know what is a challenge. So Ogale has been part of some of our challenges. Manmohan, Asma, I'm not sure about you guys who are on LinkedIn Live. Do you know what is a challenge? Challenge is basically like a hackathon that we do within the community. And this is something that Ogale can talk about it. It's a very good way of people loving the way you put things to perspective. So what we have done is we have created this particular challenge. Let me quickly share my screen, guys, and talk to you about this. Just give me 1 minute before I move to the next thing. So let me go here and this one. So if you go to our AI Guild platform and go to challenges, go to products and go to challenges. This is starting on 10th January. This is free for everyone in AI Guild. This is not like a hackathon type of challenge where you win prizes like we do in our other community like Jitex and everything. This is for learning, but we have a prize. We are going to give a prize for the people here in the AI Guild, like CIO course access, AI executive course access, AI builder course access, and everything, depending upon the how many people are enrolling right now, because it's a holiday season. But this is starting on 10th of January. The day zero has already started. The day zero has already started, and this is a challenge that all of you can join. Let me also share this link on the platform, and then we can go further. That is there. So now let us go to let us share our screen, and let me go to the next section about. Okay, so now we are going to talk about the value maximizer. This is the fourth type of agent. So if you guys remember, the first agent was Reflex. Then we had model based, goal based, and now we have the value maximizer. This is the utility based agent, right? This is a utility based agent, and this is something very, very interesting. Like, what if there isn't just one single goal, but multiple outcomes to choose from? And this is where we meet the value maximizer, or we call it the utility based engine. These are highly sophisticated. They don't just see things in black and white. Instead, they use something called as a utility function to measure how desirable an outcome is based on values like happiness, profit, or efficiency that is there. And this is game changer for business. An agent like this isn't just spending a budget, it is allocating to maximize this return of investment. And it isn't just making a schedule, it is creating the optimal schedule by weighing everyone's skills and preferences. And this is where AI stops just being a task doer and becomes a genuine advisor. And this is very, very good utility based agent. Think about maximization. So before the age of AI, we had this optimization technique. This is what it is doing, and this has huge use cases in the industry. Utility based agents in the enterprise use cases, and when we are working with clients, this is something that a lot of people are using, because for managing these type of investment portfolios that are there, or allocating these marketing budgets, optimizing work schedules. If there's a company called Monday, they are using this a lot to optimize work schedules, project planning, and everything that is there, prioritizing product features and everything. So this huge app, wherever you see business, what is there in business? What is there in business? Business looks at doing two things. What are the two things that business does? Can anyone put on the chat? Yes, thank you for confirming. Increasing the top line and increasing the top line, that is the profits, and decreasing the bottom line, that is cost the cost component. So these are the two things, and optimization really helps to benefit both these two things that are there. So a lot of use cases to in our AI show that we do every Tuesday, we discuss these use cases. You can look at the recordings. We have discussed multiple things that are there. Now we have the this one is the future. So everyone who are here in this call, this is the future of agents, learning based agents. Until now, the agents have been programmed with their intelligence using the LLMs and everything, but learning based agents get smarter all by themselves. These agents are dynamic, non static. They observe, act, and most importantly, learn from the results that are there. And of the in the architecture, they use something called as a machine learning. The machine learning, the techniques that data scientists and all we learn, they use this technique a lot, which constantly update their strategy to improve with every interaction that is there. They can learn through supervised learning, like a student with flashcards, like you give them some label data and everything, or unsupervised learning where they can find patterns in the messy data using some similarity search and everything, or the reinforcement learning, the one that ChatGPT is using, which is the trial and error, where they receive digital reward for good decisions, like the positive for the good decisions and penalties for the bad decisions. So end of the day, the ChatGPT that we are using as of today is a learning based agent which is improving every day. I'm sure all of you who have used chat, just put one if you guys agree. The chat GPT that you used in November 2022 and the chat GPT that you are using now, huge difference. Right? Yes, thank you, Ahmed, for confirming. Thank you, everyone, for confirming. So, people who are using ChatGPT, some of you are saying Gemini. I'm talking about any AI copilot, not only ChatGPT. When I talk, see, when we talk about ChatGPT, it is the first mover advantage, right? It is the top. And there was a survey that happened, a very huge survey. 80% of the people right now are using ChatGPT is their first go-to AI tool. However, Anthropic, Gemini, whatever they do, this is the real fact, and some of you may agree with me or not, but the number one is ChatGPT. 80% of the market share. Even today, there was a huge survey in the US. Please read that report. So, you why this is happening? Someone of you is asking because, like, if you think about soft drinks, what comes in your mind? Right, when you hear about soft drinks, what comes in your mind? It is the first mover advantage, that is a Coca-Cola, because they are, you recall about that and you always have that in your mind. Similarly, when you talk about chatbot and AI agents and everything, the first thing that comes in your mind is chat gpt. This is the reality. However money Anthropic, Google, Microsoft spend, this is the reality that is very tough to beat. And OpenAI is doing a lot of things, and I'm a fan of OpenAI, even though people are saying, I mean, Gemini, Anthropic. See, the thing is, some of you are asking which is the best one. I will talk about this in the Q&A section. We are diversing from the topic. We'll talk about it in the QA section that is there. So let us focus on today's session. So they are using machine learning technologies like supervised learning and all this to improve from the interactions. It learns from your history of your chats and everything, and it builds that into the capability that is there. Three ways of learning, as we discussed: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement. All of you know that ChatGPT is a reinforcement learning. It uses reinforcement learning, and that is why it is such a amazing platform. Before I go to the fifth one, let me just answer this question. It is coming a lot. Like, why are you liking only ChatGPT? So you can. This is not the uh, topic of the day, but to avoid confusion, the first thing that I tell people is we are already cluttered by so many AI tools, so many things that are happening. All of us are done. So, to keep things simple, I will tell you with all my research, OpenAI ChatGPT is going to be the leader at least for the next 2 or 3 days, 3 years, years. When I say years, and don't focus on any other AI tool. If you want my recommendation, you can, if you want to invest and buy one subscription, if you want to invest and buy one subscription out of the 200, 300 AI tools that are there, please only invest in ChatGPT. Since ChatGPT Plus has been launched, I have taken the pro version. I'm paying $200 every month for ChatGPT. So I am doing that. I have only invested in one tool because I heavily use it for my research, for my work, for everything. So I have invested $200 only on one tool. I have different because I have to take multiple subscriptions because I am a researcher and an I bake programs, but if you ask me to where I should invest in one, you can start with ChatGPT Plus, that is to $20. And if your usage is more like mine, then you can go to Pro. Others, please keep it aside at least for some time, because if you get lost in buying subscriptions, then you'll be really lost. Now coming to the last one is the hierarchical agent. Then I will open the floor for questions, because this is a very common question that I was getting on LinkedIn and YouTube as well. What is this hierarchical agent? Think about the hierarchical agent. uh, at the very top of the ladder, this is the most complicated type of agent. We move from a single agent to the entire organization of agents. These are agent organizers. Think of this like a company's org chart. We have a high level manager agent that is given a complex problem. He breaks it down into smaller bit-sized tasks, and then he delegates these to specialized worker agents who report back to them. However, this level of complexity brings a lot of challenges that are there. This structure can be rigid if one worker agent, like sales agent or a sales analyst, he hits a bottleneck, then the whole system can stall. Building these systems require a massive investment and depends on perfect communication between all layers. So there are not lot of, still it is not used so much in the enterprise as of today because of these complexities. There are some projects where I have also tried to implement this, but one thing fails, everything fails. And you need to have a lot of technical things. After maybe a year, things may get better here, but till now it is very, very complicated. But you should at least know about this system. Multi agent can do a very good work as of now. Hierarchical agent, you need to have a little bit more technical. As of now, I'm talking about the technical landscape as of 2025 December. Maybe after a quarter, things may change. They may have more intelligent systems that are there. So now, before I break down this particular thing, these are the six different AI agents that we discussed. The I will talk more about this. The responder, simple reflex, model based is the simulator. It simulates. The goal based is the achiever. Utility based is the optimizer. Learning based is the student, and hierarchy is the man. I'll talk more about this. 5 minutes Q&A break, and then I will be talking more about the summarizing the types of agent that is there, and then taking it further. So let me put the timer, everyone. And so I don't want to now create a fight between which is the best AI tool. I just gave my what I use from my research. You guys are free to use what you are comfortable with, but focus on. Uh, if you ask my recommendation, I give you this one. So now let me see any other questions that I have missed for the day. So I'm going to the Slido link, guys. If you have anything on LinkedIn, if you have any questions, please put it on the LinkedIn comment. If I'm not able to answer you, I will do a recording and take it further. I'm getting a lot of questions on Slido. Okay. What are okay. So in summary, people are asking about how to start your learning journey, right? So many people are asking out of the six agents, which one should we use? So this is one common question that I'm getting here. What are the bottlenecks? How do we know which AI agent is suitable for our profession or career? So, okay, so this is the most common question that I'm getting. Let me just give me 1 minute. So, guys, try to understand the bigger picture. Today, we are only focusing on one small part. So, we are focusing. Let me open my mind map. So, lately, building this content, as Ogale was mentioning, doing recordings, building content. I also sometimes get overwhelmed by the things that I have. So what I have done is I have tried to make things simple for all of you guys to understand. So the first thing that I tell everyone is, whoever are there in the call, please try to join this challenge. You're a business guy, non-technical guy, doctor, everything. join this challenge that I told you, and follow this simple roadmap for 14 days, from being a AI curious person to a builder. And this requires some time and effort, right? I know all of you are busy, all of you have family commitments and everything. Spend at least 1 or 2 hours a day in this roadmap. And when I go to this environment in AI Guild, like if you guys are not member of AI Guild, I recommend you to have a look at it. For a price of a coffee a month, you get access to all this content. And then focus on these five learnings, right? Python, prompt engineering, LLM, RAG, and agents. Inside today, we are focusing only on agents. Inside agents, focus today, we focused on the type of agents that is there. When to use an agent, like when to use an agent. uh, this is the thing, when not. A lot of people, they actually push agents in everything. They push agents in everything. You don't need to use agent if there is a simple input and output task, if there is a high risk action. See, the one request from everyone in the call, and when we ask this question, when to use what, there is no right or wrong answer. There is no black or white answer. Always a gray. It's always a gray answer. So you need to take your domain knowledge. Like Ogale has her domain knowledge. Fatiha has her domain knowledge. Neeraj has his domain knowledge. Manmohan has his domain knowledge. And then I am just giving you the toolkits and skills that is required. Like today, we discussed about only a small part in this 40 minutes talk about this types of agent. Here, this one. I only discussed about these type of agents right now in this session. My session was only to make you clearly understand about this. And I'm getting a few questions. I will answer about it. But once you understand these concepts, you understand the business requirement, you understand when to use an agent. These are some of the types you have to understand. Try to start with always the simple one. Try to start, if you are able to answer by this simple reflex agent, very good. Simple the better. Faster, cheaper, and more trust. Then slowly you can move to the next one according to the type of things. Hierarchical agents still not matured enough. Maybe in the coming weeks, Anthropic may have some good protocols to fix this as well. But let us see. I will update a workshop with that. And now coming to yeah, this is something that I will tell you to do. Now coming to the technical part, right? The technical part of this is single step, once you understand what type of architecture you are going to focus on, then go to the technical and try to see what you can use and what you can fix. When I talk about technical, you also, agents are not separate. It is a combination of all the four things above. You should know Python, you should know prompt engineering, you should know LLM foundation, and you should know RAG. Then only you'll be able to do it. And now some of you are saying that is it important for business leaders to know all these things? See, if you are a business leader in the AI space, and if you are managing a team who is building an AI agent project, and if you don't know all these things, then why are you here in this call? Right. So at least you should be aware of all these things. So, so there are some questions I can take. One, Neeraj is asking a question. Are these LLMs working together? Yes. What is an agent? If you miss the call in the morning, just before in the morning when we started, agents are LLMs with power of eyes and hands. When I say eyes, RAG, able to see things from a proprietary data, tools like search, extracting information from a CRM, or with anything that is there. So it's a combination of both these things. So LLM is the brain of AI and agent. LLM is powering an AI agent. Without LLM, we will not be here talking in this call. LLM is the core of everything that we do. That's the reason why you need to spend time in understanding this LLM foundation. Neeraj, Manmohan, Sunil, for your questions that you're asking, this is something that you need. If you don't know this LLM foundations, then no, then these things will not make a little bit sense for you. Just take some time, spend time in this. Now you are asking where to get the recording, right? Let me just pause. Let me increase this, stop this time. You can get it here. So, Ogale, did you go through this website? Is it helpful for you now? At least you have a structure of everything. There are 32 recordings that are linked here right now. 32 recordings are linked. So don't get overwhelmed right now. The first thing that you need to do is the challenge. The challenge that we are doing, you click this challenge, go to this challenge that is there, this one, this challenge. This is the 14. The first step that you don't get overwhelmed, everyone, join this challenge. 14 days challenge, and Ogale will tell us the benefit of this challenge. Just if you are very busy, you don't have time, you don't have, just be part of this group, see what others are building. And every day there are small, small videos. It is free in the AI Guild. It is just putting everything together, pushing you to do things together in a very fun way. More the people join, the better it is. That's the reason why I have kept it completely free. I want more and more people to be part of these challenges and learn together. The only thing is that you need to be a AI Guild member. For a small fee, as I said, a coffee a month, you get access to this, and you will be able to go through this and then after that, once you build a very simple prototype, and then you can keep learning step by step and take it further. Thank you very much. And now let me summarize the learning. We are already over time. Just if any other questions, let me. Yeah, amazing. So let me share my screen and let me summarize every learning. Recording is going to be updated by tomorrow in the community platform. So let me just. Amazing. So three types of agents, the six type of main agents that are there. So let us take one last look at this ladder. Okay, we started with this responder that reacts. Then we met the simulator that predicts, an achiever that plans path to goals. We climbed higher to the optimizer that finds the best path, and the student that learns from the experience, and finally the manager that organizes the entire team that is there. So every step on this ladder opens a brand new world of possibility. So as you think about your own work challenges that you are doing, I want to leave you with this question: which one of these agents are you going to focus on in the coming days that are there? And now just think about all these things, like some of you who are non-technical people, who want to just understand this in a very simple manner. I'll give you guys an analogy. Like in decoding data science, we believe in making things as simple as possible, that a seven grade student can also understand these things. Think about a simple reflex agent. So think about this. I'm giving you an analogy of everything that we discussed to that of the evolution of a professional kitchen that is there. A simple reflex agent is like a toaster. It has one job, and it does that the same way every time to toast the perfect bread that is there. Then we have a model based agent. It is like a chef who understands how heat affects different ingredients that are there. Now we have a goal based agent. It is the chef who focuses on finishing a specific 5 course meal on time. His goal is that I want to make this 5 course meals, and then he will do accordingly what he needs to do. A utility based agent is like a restaurant manager who balances the quality of food with the cost of ingredients and the customer satisfaction that is there. And finally, we have the agent organizer. This is the executive head chef of a global restaurant group. He delegates a specific task to the dozens of specialists to ensure the entire operation runs smoothly. So, thank you everyone for being an amazing audience. Hope this session was fun. This is the officially the last community workshop of 2025. Please look at all the recordings. Any questions are there, please put on WhatsApp. Hope you had value from this session. Thank you, amazing, for all the amazing people, Neeraj, Fatiha, Ogale, Muhammad, all for staying till the end of the session. Hope you enjoyed the learning. Keep coming for the live sessions, and see you in the next workshop in the next year. Have a great